Top 10 Shocking WWE Returns of All Time. WWE is a world where anything can happen, and that's especially true when it comes to shocking returns. These moments capture the thrill, the drama, and the unpredictability that keeps fans on the edge of their seats. Today we're counting down the top 10 most shocking WWE returns of all time. Whether it's legends we thought we'd never see again, or superstars who came back stronger than ever, these moments are unforgettable. At number 10, we have John Cena at the 2008 Royal Rumble. We are starting with a comeback that's burned into every WWE fan's memory. Imagine this, the Royal Rumble, with the final countdown begins, and who comes out at number 30? None other than the one and only John Cena. Now, this wasn't just any surprise appearance. Only a few months earlier, Cena had torn his pectoral muscle, a serious injury that was supposed to keep him out for at least a year. No one expected him to be back so soon. Cena didn't just come back, he returned with a vengeance, going on to win the Rumble that night. It was a comeback for the ages, and the crowd's reaction said it all. At number 9, the return of The Rock to host WrestleMania 27. In the world of WWE, few names are as iconic as The Rock, but by 2011, The Rock had been away for 7 years, becoming one of Hollywood's biggest stars. Fans were starting to believe that he was done with wrestling for good, but then, on a seemingly ordinary Monday Night Raw, The Rock's music hit. The atmosphere exploded as he made his return, announcing he'd be hosting WrestleMania 27. And The Rock wasn't just back to make people laugh, he was back to make a statement. He and John Cena had an unforgettable feud that would lead to not one, but 2 WrestleMania main events. This return was as electrifying as it gets. Number 8. Brock Lesnar returns in 2012. At number 8, we have the return of a beast, literally. Brock Lesnar had left WWE in 2004 and spent years dominating in the UFC. Fans thought he was done with wrestling for good, but in 2012 he shocked the WWE universe by coming back, and he made sure everyone knew he was serious. Lesnar didn't come back to give a speech, he came back to destroy. He didn't even say a word before hitting John Cena with an F5. From that moment on, it was clear that the Beast had returned to claim his place at the top. Number 7. Edge's return at the 2020 Royal Rumble. Next, we have a comeback that defied all the odds. Edge, one of WWE's most beloved superstars, had been forced to retire in 2011 due to a life-threatening neck injury. For 9 years, he was out of the ring, and fans believed his wrestling career was truly over. But in 2020, against all expectations, Edge made his miraculous return at the Royal Rumble. The crowd's reaction was pure joy and disbelief, and Edge himself was clearly overcome with emotion. Edge's return reminded everyone that sometimes dreams really do come true. It was a heartwarming and unforgettable moment in WWE history. Number 6. Shawn Michaels returns in 2002. Next on our list is the Heartbreak Kid himself, Shawn Michaels. In 1998, Michaels suffered a severe back injury, leading him to retire from wrestling. For 4 years, he stayed away from the ring, and fans thought they'd never see HBK perform again. Then, in 2002, Michaels made an unexpected comeback and reignited his rivalry with Triple H. Their unsanctioned street fight at SummerSlam was brutal, emotional, and showed that Michaels still had that legendary spark. It was the beginning of an epic second chapter in his career. Number 5. Goldberg returns in 2016. Few superstars have made an impact quite like Goldberg. After dominating WCW and later WWE in the early 2000s, Goldberg left wrestling for 12 long years, but in 2016 he made his epic return, stepping into the ring with none other than Brock Lesnar. Goldberg didn't just return, he came back with a bang, defeating Lesnar in under 2 minutes at Survivor Series. It was a comeback that had fans speechless and proved that Goldberg still was one of the most dangerous forces in WWE. Number 4. Hulk Hogan returns in 2002 with the NWO. At number 4, we have the unforgettable return of the immortal Hulk Hogan. Hogan left WWE in 1993 and made a name for himself in WCW, where he reinvented himself as a villain in the NWO. In 2002, Hogan returned to WWE with the NWO, bringing a darker version of his character. His WrestleMania 18 match against The Rock was a showdown between eras, and when the crowd began chanting for Hogan, the nostalgia was undeniable. Number 3. Triple H returns from injury in 2002. Our next shocking return was all about resilience and determination. In 2001, Triple H suffered a severe quad injury that had many wondering if he'd ever return. But in January 2002, he shocked the world by making his comeback in Madison Square Garden. The ovation was thunderous, one of the loudest in WWE history. Triple H returned with fire, winning the Royal Rumble and reclaiming his spot at the top of the WWE. Number 2. CM Punk returns to wrestling with AEW in 2021. This next one wasn't in WWE, but CM Punk's return to wrestling in 2021 was so massive, it had to make it to our list. After leaving WWE in 2014, Punk had been outspoken about his disillusionment with wrestling. Fans were convinced he'd never return, but in 2021, in a moment that sent shockwaves through the wrestling world, CM Punk returned to the ring with AEW. The emotional crowd reaction, the chants, and the tears on fans' faces made it clear Punk's return was something special. And number 1, The Undertaker returns as the Dead Man in 2004. And finally taking the number 1 spot, we have the return of a legend, the return of the Dead Man. After years of playing the American Badass, Undertaker returned in 2004 at WrestleMania 20 as the Phenom once again. When the gong sounded and Undertaker made his entrance with Paul Bearer by his side, fans went wild. This wasn't just a return, it was the resurrection of one of wrestling's most iconic personas. The Dead Man was back, and it was a moment that's still talked about to this day. And there you have it, the top 10 shocking WWE returns of all time. These moments capture the excitement, the drama, and the magic of WWE. Which one is your favorite? Did we miss any returns that shocked you? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more WWE countdowns, stories, and epic moments.